Hello guys, let's talk about strawberries, berries, raspberries, blackberries today. Strawberries are actually the easiest things to grow at home. You see these beautiful plants, you can buy it as bare root, you can buy it as a plant. They come in multiple varieties. Look at your growing zone to make sure you get the variety that grows in there. Most common are like the everbearing. This one is an all-star variety that I gotten. There's quinault. There's lots of heirloom varieties. Just, you know, like I said, just look at your growing zone, make sure it's the variety you get. One good part about strawberries is that they put out suckers, like this one, for example. They put new shoots out. Literally every single plant will do that. Here's a new sucker that is coming up. This will have a new plant. So if you look on the bottom, this plant over here gave out a sucker, and what happens is, if you notice here, you will start seeing small roots. Those are roots, and it's trying to root into the ground right here. So what I will do is, technically I'll cut it here and try to plant this somewhere else. So basically it will give you free plants. Here's another example where the sucker has rooted to the ground, or it's planning to root to the ground. That's one great thing about strawberries. One plant will start giving lots of suckers, which will start producing new plants. So here are the strawberry plants that propagated. Like I told you, I cut them from the top right here, and notice there are roots that are forming, and these are pretty much brand new plants. You can give them away to friends, sell them, do whatever you need, but strawberry plants are very easy. They give out suckers, runners, and you just plant them away. Only thing with strawberry is when you're planting, you see that there's roots here. Don't deeply plant them. What you see here, right here, this is called a crown. You want to plant above the crown. Don't bury the crown when you plant new strawberry plants. Now, that's about strawberries and how to propagate them. They propagate themselves. You just cut them and root them, put it in soil, and it will root after that. Now I spoke about strawberries. Let's talk about raspberries. Now raspberries are a little bit different in sense that raspberries have primicanes and floricanes. Similar to strawberries, they'll start sending out new suckers, new plants every year. Every time. Here's another one that's growing. So you can dig this up and put in a pot and, you know, give it away or whatnot. But like I said, here are a couple raspberries that are being formed right now. Primicanes are first year canes for raspberries, and this is also true for blackberries as well too. And they fruit on floricanes, second year canes. So this one right here that you see that's fruiting so much over, that's a second year cane, not a first year cane, a second year. Once it's done fruiting, you see that after the floricanes, it dies. So in the winter time, I will take it off from the root. So this is about raspberries. Again, do the due diligence, research, and make sure your raspberries are, you know, zone hardy. I'm in zone 8A. This is Caroline, heritage varieties. I also have Gold Ann in here, and one more golden variety. So there's 2 reds and 2 gold varieties that I'm growing. Make sure that those are the varieties you can grow in your zone. Here's an example of raspberries where I had dug up, put it in pot, and kept it in shade, and look at them growing right here. So these are the new raspberry shoots that I dug up that the additional plants had given. Some do die, like for example, this one didn't make it, this one didn't make it, but there's plenty that do make it. So that's an example of digging up raspberries and creating new plants, or you plant them elsewhere too, wherever you want to do. Now this is not blackberry or raspberries or strawberries. This is a mulberry. This is an ever-bearing mulberry. There's multiple varieties. There's Pakistani mulberry, which is much longer, but this is a smaller fruit. It's a dwarf variety. So notice that it bears a lot of yummy fruits right here. And this also, you can propagate from cuttings also. For example, here, take a softwood cutting, make a 45-degree angle, put it in water, and it will root. And I'll show you that in a few minutes how you do that. But here's mulberries. It's a plant. I got it from Baker Creek as like a 4-inch or even less than a 4-inch plant, and this is quite hardy. It was eaten down by rapids multiple times, and now it's almost close to 10 feet tall. I mentioned about propagating mulberry, right? So like I said, take a nice softwood cutting. All I did was made a 45-degree angle. If you notice here, I made a 45-degree angle, and I just put it in water. You know, change the water every 2 days, and notice that it actually has roots forming. I'll leave it in water for a few more days. As the roots are a little bit stronger, I'll pot it up in a potting soil. So notice that it actually has leaves coming too. Now, this is a 50-50 method. You don't have to put it in water. You can directly put it in soil and it will be fine. But notice that this one, no roots are there. But if you look closer, they're like the root are starting to form, that white dots that you see here. Those are roots that are going to form. That's pretty much easy about mulberry and strawberries and raspberries, blackberries, blueberries. Blueberries, it's very difficult to propagate or starting from seed, but there are a couple seeds that are out there you can try to do or try to propagate. But let me know. Leave comment below if you have propagated blueberries. Thanks, guys. Now, this is called elderberry. This is not a sweet berry. This is not like the ones you can find at the store as berries. They look like blueberries, but much, much smaller. Notice that it's starting to fruit here right now. Now, this is very medicinal. Some people actually cut the flower and actually have elderberry flowers. Dip it in batter and eat elderberry flowers. But the fruit is what is valuable. I'm sure you probably heard of elderberry syrup, medicinal for cold, cough, flu. You make it and you boil it down, make it into a syrup, and in the winter time give your kids a teaspoon every other day. It's a fantastic medicinal properties. Many plants, elderberry does require 2 varieties to fruit. This one is a wild Sambac variety elderberry. The one that I just showed you that was much smaller, that one was cultivated variety. It's John's variety, and I also have a 3rd variety called Adams, and my beautiful bee is pollinating all these beautiful flowers. That's about elderberries. Last but not least, what I grow in my garden are blueberries. Blueberries are not similar to raspberries or strawberries. They're actually very different. They require acidic soil. So here in Texas, you have to grow it in pots so you can control the acidity of that soil. And it also requires multiple varieties. I have 6 varieties growing here, and if you notice, they are fruiting beautifully. And like I said, grow it in pots. They stay outside. I do not bring them in. These are 2-year-old plants. Lots and lots of berries on all of these plants actually. So if you notice here, plenty of berries. They're just ripening. Again, along with other berries, they also are south hardy versus cold hardy. So make sure, you know, based off of your growing zones, you select the variety. Northern variety, rabbit eye variety, southern variety. These are all southern variety or rabbit eye varieties that grows really well in the heat. So make sure you do the due diligence before you pick a blueberry. That's it, guys, for berries. Let me know if you have any questions. Put a comment below. Please like the video if you like the information that I have shared. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.